Do you know what the FDA just recently banned? Find out on this next episode of Digest This.
Welcome to Digest This, the show that helps you revolutionize your digestive health. Here are your hosts, Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato.
Hello, and welcome to Digest This. I'm Dr. Liz Cruz, and I've got the beautiful Tina Nunziato sitting right by my side. If you're watching this on YouTube, you need to check it out. She just got an amazing haircut.
Oh, I chopped it over a year ago, but this time I'm letting the gray grow in.
It's gorgeous.
You have to check it out.
It's gorgeous. I love it. I love it. So anyways, welcome. We're so happy that you're here with us. If you're a first-time listener, thank you for joining us. And please check out our library. We've got almost 500 episodes out there that we've been doing for over 10 years. If you're one of our regular listeners, we thank you and we love you and we appreciate that you take the time to hang out with us. So, what did the FDA recently ban?
It's about damn time.
That's right. Red dye number 3.
Number 3.
Red dye number 3. That's right. So,
not red dye number 40.
No. Red dye number
Just
40
red
is
dye
still
number
out there.
3.
Exactly.
Yes.
Red dye number 3. And apparently, this dye was banned in Europe like in 1994. And apparently, here in the United States, they stopped putting red dye into cosmetics like in the 1990s. Mm-hmm. So why do we continue to have that dye put into our food? Can't put it on the skin, can't put it, no lipstick with that dye. However, it's been okay up until just recently for it to be in foods. And it's in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the main reason why they finally decided to ban it was because it was causing cancer in male lab rats. Mm-hmm. There was proof of that.
Tumors.
And then it also causes hyperactivity in children. There was studies behind that, which also actually goes for red dye number 40.
Right.
But apparently, because I guess the lab rat thing wasn't with red dye 40, they're banning red dye number 3.
Yes.
The crazy thing with the ban is that companies have 2 years from the date of the ban to get the product out of the food. 2 years.
Wow. I guess they had 2 years to try to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, there's so many other substitutes. Apparently red dye 40 is obviously a substitute for red dye 3, so that's probably where people are going to be moving to. But yeah, I mean, it's in all kinds of foods. It's in cakes, cupcakes, frostings, popsicles, strawberry milk apparently has
that
red
is
dye
crazy.
number 3. Yeah. Cough syrups. I mean, the easiest thing to do if you want to know, am I consuming red dye number 3, is to read the ingredients on everything you're putting in your body. You will be shocked as to what's in these things, but red dye number 3 will be right there on the list of ingredients.
Exactly.
And so yes, hyperactivity in children, ADHD type qualities, and then cancer in
inflammation.
rats.
Yeah, because it's a, what did they call it? A xenobiotic or something like that. And anyways, it's a chemical. Mm-hmm. It's something foreign to your body. And so your body's reaction is going to be inflammation. All right. And so if you've got chronic inflammation, the concern with ongoing chronic inflammation is that it is considered cancer producing, okay, or carcinogen. It could be chronic inflammation could be a setup for development of cancers. Mm-hmm. And so it's really important, again, and we've, for years doing this podcast, we've been emphasizing, look at the label. Everybody always focuses on the nutritional facts, but look at the ingredients. Mm-hmm. Look at the ingredients. If you see, red dye number 40, if you see this blue dye, I mean, any of those dyes, those are chemicals and they will cause inflammation, and ongoing chronic inflammation will could eventually lead to cancer.
Didn't you say that red dye number 3 is coming from petroleum?
It's It's
based in
petroleum based. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, companies are using these to dye foods instead of natural things like beets. You know, beets is a natural dye that you could use for the color red, but it's cheaper to use these chemicals in foods, and so you'll find them everywhere because most companies here selling food in America are trying to make the food as cheap as possible.
Right. And pretty. Yeah, because they were saying that over time, as companies start taking this dye out and figuring out what to use as a healthier alternative, the aisles in the market may not look as pretty and bright.
Right, yes.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's marketing, right?
Yeah. We're all sicker than sick, but at least the marketing aisles look good. The grocery aisles.
Well, you know, I'm a marketing sucker, so if I see something bright, I'm like, oh, this must be really good for me.
Yes.
It's a beautiful cover or label. But anyways, so yes, so red dye was banned. However, like Tina said, they're giving the companies 2 years.
Yeah, so read the labels. Look, if the FDA is saying this is bad for you, it's going to take companies 2 years. That means that these products are still going to contain red dye 3. Just stop eating this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, even red dye 40, like people were asking, like Takis, Doritos, M&Ms, Skittles, all that is not red dye 3. It's red dye 40. So those companies do not need to change their ingredients. But again, red dye 40 has been tied to hyperactivity in children, ADHD. Like, just because it's not linked to cancer yet doesn't mean that it doesn't have the same effects on children, on the body in general. So these are all things that if you just read the ingredients and you see dyes in the ingredients, please put the product back, choose something else.
Yeah.
Make good choices for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, to help you stay well.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So you know, just be aware. We just wanted you to be aware. Honestly, I think I heard something about it, but I didn't know for sure. So very important information. Very important information. And, you know, if you want to connect with us, if you have any questions or if you have any podcast ideas, you know, for topics that you want us to talk about, please reach out to us. You can go to our website, drlizcruz.com. There's a magenta colored button in the middle on the home page that you can click and schedule a free 30-minute wellness consult. If you have not rated us, please rate us and please give us a 5. It's going to help other people just like you to find us faster. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you never miss an episode. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next podcast.
Thank you for joining Dr. Liz Cruz and Tina Nunziato. To learn more about their revolutionary products and services, go online to www.drlizcruz.com.